Welcome to Cork. We just got here, checked into our hotel, and now we're going to catch the bus and go see Blarney Castle. Blarney Castle is a 15th century castle keep, surrounded by beautiful gardens and grounds. As interesting as the castle is from a historical perspective, these folks are not lined up for the castle so much as for this, the Blarney Stone experience, where you go over backwards and you kiss a stone on the outside of the wall, which is way up here. It's disconcerting and a little bit uncomfortable because you can see that you are a long ways up in the air, upside down, kissing this thing.
No sneaking out the window.
There's plenty of time after the castle to explore the grounds, including this, the dangerous plants garden.
What's poisonous about that?
This one? This is foxglove, right? I think it's just poisonous. Don't eat it. All parts
Somehow,
are poisonous.
Jamie in this garden doesn't seem
Blows
the
your
least bit
heart, gives you
terrified.
heart attack and death. It used to be used to make heart medicine. Yeah, it's very pretty. The cup of tea that cheers but does not inebriate turns out to contain a highly addictive substance, caffeine, withdrawal of which results in a variety of unpleasant effects.
Back in Cork, we wandered around to check out some of the sights, including the English Market, so named because it was established by a Protestant corporation during English rule.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. I'll take you.
All that walking built up a thirst, so we had to stop for a quick pint. The classic Irish stout to drink is, of course, Guinness, but when you're in Cork, there's two local ones, Murphy's and Beamish. Personally, I prefer Beamish. The historic brewery is no longer operational, but Beamish was purchased by Heineken, which does have a local plant. It's probably still made in Cork, and it's delicious. The next morning after coffee, we set out in a direction that we're just starting to explore. We've recently taken an interest in post boxes, a topic that is slightly more interesting than that sounds. And in Cork, there's a couple worth visiting. The first one is here in the train station. Ireland's oldest post box from 1858. Absolutely amazing. I don't think anything could top that short of bog butter. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Let's walk around a little bit more. Standing next to Queen Victoria's postbox here, and on the topic of famous women, American labor organizer Mother Jones was born in Cork and was baptized here in the cathedral in 1837. Though built in the early 1800s, the cathedral was extensively modified in the 90s. Back on the tour, we discovered that the Shandon area has an online audio guide.
Track 13. Skiddy's Almshouse. Skiddy's Almshouse takes its name from Stephen Skiddy, a wealthy Cork-born wine merchant who lived in...
The unusual tower of St. Anne's Church presents two finished limestone sides to the city and two rough sandstone faces the other direction. It also features 4 clocks which never show quite the same time. Locals affectionately call it the Four-Faced Liar. The Firkin Crane, where kegs of butter used to be weighed, is located right next to the old butter market, which has partially been converted nowadays into the Butter Museum. Inside, we learn about the collective that first put Irish butter on the map. We look at some old butter making equipment and even get an opportunity to make some butter stamps.
I found it. I found the broken. AD bog butter.
1,000 years ago, people buried butter in barrels and bogs to preserve it. This is what that 1,000-year-old butter looks like now. Genuine article right here. Bog butter.
This exhibit explains the 18th and 19th century butter market in some detail. So, the origins of this had to do with quality control initially. Farmers would bring their butter to the butter market, it would be inspected, and it had a good reputation for good quality control, and making sure that the butter was packed in correctly, it was good stuff for market. Eventually the butter market began to decline in the 19th century when they faced competition from tidy packaged butter mixes, fresh butter, things like that. And the old heavily salted barrels of butter were not competing quite as effectively.
And that's Cork in 2 days. Thanks for watching.